If you clicked on this video, chances are there's something that you want to do, but for some reason you're not doing it. Maybe you're scared to fail, afraid of the discomfort, or just don't want to be seen as cringe. If that sounds like you, this is the video you want. I'm making this video because that's something that I genuinely suffer with, and I know there's a lot of people who have the same problem, so I'm gonna give you some advice that helps me. Yes, sir. The first thing I'm gonna say is you need to put all that aside. That fear of failure, fear of cringe, and the whole perfectionism thing. You need to just get rid of it. It's not helping. It's not getting you anywhere. No matter what the thing you want to do is, whether it's music, a business, photography, anything, your future is so much more important than what other people in the world have in their head about you. One thing that does slow a lot of people down is the whole fear of being seen, especially to be seen as your full flawed self. Because let's just be real, man. Nobody's perfect. Absolutely zero. So why do you feel the need to be perfect? Another thing that I feel really gets in the way. Let me just change angle for this one. Whoa. That's cool. All right. Move this. Whoa. Shit. I'm just using a light and I'm sticking it on a chair. Like, I don't care. That actually fits into my point perfectly. You don't need better gear. My microphone's on a tech deck, bro. It's fine. Like, I'll be honest, I'm a videographer and photographer, so I have all the gear. I have better gear. I have a better microphone I could use. I have a better camera I could use. This is my secondary camera. But the whole point of me doing this, making this video and making it this way, is to drive home that point of you don't need to use the best camera, the best microphone. You don't even really need to have the best plan for the video, you know? It's good to have something. Like, look, I'm gonna be real. I have a few bullet points, right? And that's it. That's all I have. Me and a tech deck and some bullet points. If that isn't proof that you can make a video without being perfectly ready, I don't know what else to tell you. I know so many people, whether it's friends, clients, people just like me, that get so frozen and paralyzed because they don't have the gear that they want, or the gear that is the industry standard. You don't need a top of the line cinema camera. You don't even need a camera. If you have a phone, I'm just gonna be real. Just use it, please. Just save yourself the time and put in the reps, because it's not the gear that makes videos better. And that's coming from somebody who actually kind of cares about gear and who has a job where it actually matters. But like, bro, I used to make videos on like a webcam and just whatever microphone I had, and it looked awful, but since it was kind of funny, some people watched and it was fine. So I'm approaching this the exact same way. The equipment that you use to make whatever it is you're gonna make, whether it's a piece of music, whether it's a video, whether you're taking photos or painting a picture, the equipment that you use won't change the thoughts inside your head. The only thing that'll change is, ooh, I'm using a fancy camera. I wanna mess around with it. And sure, gear can inspire, but it's not gonna actually change the message. It's not actually going to change how valuable you are as a creator or as whatever the hell you are. So if waiting for the right gear is what's holding you back, please forget about it. Just use your phone, use whatever you got. Okay, this is a really weird angle. Wait, can I do like a top down? Oh, that'd be sick, bro. Okay, where's my script? Next part is, you don't need more knowledge. You don't need to do more research. You don't need to read more books. You don't need to watch more videos on how to do it. Thinking about doing the thing isn't the thing. To quote Chris Williamson, watching videos about doing the thing isn't doing the thing. You get it. The one thing that I've learned over, honestly, years of procrastination about all the cool things that I want to do and I know I can do, is just that I've never felt ready. And what I've learned about that is that you're never ever going to feel 100% ready. You have to bite the bullet at some point and you have to just do it. Like, I wasn't super prepared to make this video, if that wasn't already extremely evident. That's the point. I'm literally making this as an exercise and a protest in a way, because I'm getting out of my own way and you need to do it too a little bit. Yeah, now look, I have some space, I can move around and everything. Yeah, you don't need more knowledge. You get it. This next point might hit home for some people because it's about people. I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I do care what people think of me, and I do care about just kind of getting along with people. Although I'm quite lucky and have people who have supported me in what I'm doing growing up and stuff like that. You don't need someone else's permission to do your thing. If that's what you're waiting on, like subconsciously, realize that you don't need anybody to tell you that you can do it. I think the only person that you need to get permission from is kind of yourself. And I know that might sound a little bit kind of airy-fairy, a little bit wishy-washy, but sometimes you really do need to just look at yourself and say, bro, like, I can just allow myself to do this. Like, you don't need your parents or your friends to be super into what you're doing. There's never going to be a day when somebody just turns around to you and says, you can do it, actually. You should do it. The world isn't going to just ring you one day on your phone and be like, oh yeah, now is your time. You can do the thing now. You have to just decide and you have to just go. You have to wake up and just say, I'm doing it. You got to wake up and choose violence sometimes. Let me be real. But yeah, this waiting on permission stuff brings me right back to the fact that you're not ever going to feel 100% ready. You're never going to feel like it's the perfect time now. It's going to suck. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to get shit wrong. You're going to start, you're going to jump in the deep end and you're going to realize, oh, there's a lot for me to learn here. Let me just close this. And that's where you'll actually make progress, to be honest with you. Like, you do learn by jumping in the deep end. You don't learn by waiting around, trying to do more research. That'll help you have an idea of what you're doing, but it's really just not going to actually give you experience. And experience is what you need. And experience is what you need to show yourself. I'm a person who does my thing. For me, this is a step towards me getting my experience of being a person who just makes videos about whatever he wants to make videos about. You don't have to be perfect in order to start, but you do have to start in order to become perfect. If you don't feel ready, if you don't feel like you're good enough at what you do, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, you still need to start. Start imperfect, start unready, start dumb. Start without the knowledge, just start. Because that repetition is what's going to make you improve. It's like when you're in the gym, you know, every rep you do puts more blood into the muscle. The mind-muscle connection and the muscle growth all just increases every single time that you do it. Same thing with making songs, right? Same thing with making videos. You are what you repeatedly do. Let's say you want to make YouTube videos. If that's what you do a couple times a week, you're a YouTuber, bro. You don't have to have some magical label floating above your head like in a game where it says your name, Calvin, and like pro YouTuber. Like, you don't have to do that. If you want to become something, you have to do what that type of person does. And then if you do that enough, what's the difference between the person in the position you want to be in and you? If you want to be a musical artist and you make songs, you release them, and you continuously do that, what's the difference between you and an artist? Nothing, because you do what an artist does, therefore you're an artist. So please take this video as your sign to start. This is your permission that you'll never need again to start. Just put one foot in front of the other and do what I'm doing right now. This is my first page in the sketchbook, and to get over that fear of the blank canvas, I'm scribbling some ideas down. No, it's not the most beautiful video. No, it's not the most perfectly planned, but that first page is now done. And now I can move on to the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth. And over time, it'll get better. And one day, in a few months maybe, I'll have a full sketchbook to look back on. And I'll go back to that first page where I have a tech deck mic in my hand and be glad that I did it. And hopefully, you will too. If you did make it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, I just want to ask you one thing. Consider subscribing. This channel is a mix of some mindset, business, and a bit of videography in there. So if any of that interests you, definitely stick around. I'm Calvin, and you're watching CalVision. Peace.